Hey guys, it's the Angry Old Man here. This is session 1, day 1 of the next day of your life. I want to first thank you for joining me for this. I'm really ever so glad that you've decided to join me here and participate in the Couch Potato to Majestic Turkey 5K program. This is not an advanced running program. This is a very rudimentary training program, and it's here for someone who perhaps has been sedentary or out of the running game for a while, and it's really here to help someone get out there and run that turkey trot on Thanksgiving Day. Yep, if you don't know what a turkey trot is, well, for some strange reason, people like to get up out of their bed on Thanksgiving Day and travel to a big town and run a 5K race and then go home and eat. Yeah, I know, that's kind of crazy. But, well, it's life, and that's what they do. Anyway, I just want to let you know I'm going to be here for you. We're going to take some steps together, and I am not going to record every single step of every run we do. I'm going to tell you what you need to do, and it's up to you. I mean, I'm on YouTube. I can't come out there and knock you in the head or nothing. Anyway, before we continue, I hope that you've taken the time to either consider your own personal health and well-being and have maybe consulted with a medical professional and are at least healthy enough for this basic rudimentary running program. We're also going to do some things that seem counterproductive. And to the untrained person, they probably look that way. Like our run today is actually called a recovery run, and you go, what? Recovery run? I haven't done anything yet. What am I recovering from? Well, to let you know, a recovery run is just a training condition. It's a phase in training. And I try to schedule near the beginning of a week the recovery run. Typically because you, in the running community, you race on weekends and you do long runs on weekends. And so on Mondays and earlier in the week, you need an easy run to recover. You can't run like at race pace all the time or you'll kill yourself. You'll die. You'll tear your muscles to pieces. You'll destroy yourself. But anyway, I'm going to turn around back here. We're going to head back to the start line, because what we're going to do here is a basic recovery run. Now, I have some basic workouts and things like that if you wanted to join me for those sometime in the near future. But we're going to concentrate on just getting ourselves moving. Now, this is not going to be anything. This is not going to be anything very difficult. There's a coach out here with one of the semi-pro runners, and well, she's giving her heck. Anyway, I'm out here and sharing the track with some folks. But anyway, I want you to just understand that this is not a deadly program, only if you make it that way. I also want you to know that anytime you think you can do a little bit more, you probably can. Don't push yourself too hard, too fast, too soon, but you can always come back to this very first video. Of course, fast forward to all my talk, or just take the workout and do it if you think you need to do more. What we're going to do is we're just going to move for 20 minutes. 20 minutes. That's all you need to do. If you can move for 20 minutes, you're taking a step further than most people have. Now, some of you may have sports watches. I don't advocate for any particular brand. I don't advocate for any particular model. I use a particular model because it's priced right, and it does about what I need it to do. I don't need a lot of the features. I'm not a triathlete. I'm not a bicyclist. I don't do yoga. I just run. And you know what they say about a guy that just does one thing. Anyway, I'm going to go start my watch, and we're going to move for 20 minutes. Now, we're going to move, first we're going to start off walking. We're going to walk for a minute, and then we're going to jog lightly for a minute. And then we're going to do that 10 iterations. That's the workout. It's not hard. But if you haven't done any exercise or you haven't moved for very long, it can be a challenge. And I respect you for taking that challenge. So let me go over here, and I'm going to start my watch. Now, when you are moving, try to get situated here a bit. The watch has different settings. We are absolutely not concerned with how fast you're running, how fast you're moving. Those mean nothing. What we're concerned with is your heart rate. If you've got a sport watch or a smartphone with a heart monitor, you need to use that during this event or this exercise. And so we're moving along, and you just need to keep track of the time. So about a minute in, we'll pick up with a little bit of a jog. Your heart rate should be climbing a wee bit. Now, you don't want to get the heart rate too high. I'm sorry, the sun is just in a bad spot today. All right, we're about a minute, so we're going to pick up to a little jog here. Now, I'm monitoring my heart rate as we're going, and I like to push my heart rate up to just a little bit above in the recovery mode in what they call the blue zone. The blue zone is on most watches like Garmin brand, Coros, Polar. It's that step above where it's just above where your heart really is just everyday heartbeat, moving around. You don't want to be down too deep into that zone, or you won't get any benefit. Likewise, you don't want to be in the green zone. And I am up in the blue zone, holding pretty steady at about 108 beats a minute. Now, if you watched my previous videos trying to find a good spot without the sun, if you've watched my previous videos, you'll understand where those magic numbers come in. And we are a little over a minute, so we're going to walk again. Your heart rate may drop back down a little bit, but that's okay. This is not a process where you're going to go from potato chips, a 12-pack of Coke, and a Netflix marathon to winning the Boston Marathon. We're going to get you healthy. We're going to get you enjoy. This is like the first step towards that. And I'm just glad I'm here to share that first step with you. And we are right at another minute. And we're just keeping it up here. If you are underwhelmed at this level, that's okay. You can maybe run a little bit longer, maybe run 2 minutes and then walk 1. But don't overdo it. Don't go too fast, too hard, too soon. I've moved roughly a quarter mile, 400 meters or so, in about 4 minutes. So I'm not really keeping the best of time, but that's okay. You don't have to either. Just move, and now we walk again. If you're on a track like I'm on, and you want to keep it easy, you can simply jog in the straights, walk in the curves. That's one good way to do it. Now, taking a minute to walk 100 meters is a fairly slow pace, but there's a lot of ways you can do this. Mostly, I just recommend you stick with 1 minute on, 1 minute off. And here we go, another little jog. And you can see how this will work. We just keep doing this over and over again. Now, I'm not going to sit here and record my whole run. That would just be boring. But I'm going to take this little bit here. You know what you got to do. Once you go out there and do this for a while, do it for your 20 minutes, you can feel like you've accomplished something and take that great step towards a sort of a full fitness. And go out there on that, and you can look forward to that day at Thanksgiving Day where you can go out there and with a great bit of personal dignity run your race. Now, I want to tell you one thing though. Running is like the Wild West. Just like in the Old West, there was always some gun faster. In the running world, there's always somebody faster than you. You may be the fastest guy at this race. You may be the fastest guy in this town. Sooner or later, you're going to run across a guy who's faster than you. And that's okay. You run your race. You do you. Anyway, that's all I really have here. Just keep that sort of jog, walk, 20 minutes. That's all I'm asking, guys. That's all I'm asking. If you can do that, you've taken the biggest step of your life into restoring or entering a new level of physical fitness. I want to thank you again for watching me. I do other videos. One in particular is my path towards the Boston Marathon. I encourage you to watch those videos. Sometimes they're pretty funny because not everything in running goes the way you think it's going to go. But anyway, I do want to thank you and just let you know, like I tell everybody every day, if you're going to run, run angry, my friends.